Now that Snyder has officially announced that the Snyder Cut will in fact be released, now all of a sudden every site out there acts as if they're experts on the subject. Sites that actually outright said Snyder Cut doesn't exist suddenly have expert opinions. Sites that have always manufactured headlines suddenly have an expert opinion. And fans that never once displayed any opinion on the matter are all somehow Snyderverse pros. Or some of these sites that said it never existed are being just absolute poor losers and are saying this sets the wrong message, because apparently it's wrong to give the fans what they really want. I have seen the rumor mill get so out of control due to all of this, it's crazy. Now they are manufacturing rumors that Reverse Flash will make an appearance. Yet that has never once been discussed in the past by Zack Snyder. This is a completely fabricated headline. It's not to say that it can't happen, but whoever started this completely made it up. I've seen sites suddenly announce that Ray Porter is Darkseid as if that's somehow news. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut people knew that the whole entire time. But to be fair, it is true, Porter just officially announced it because he was given the green light. But it's not news. The running time isn't new, the cut scenes aren't new, the fact that this isn't a typical director's cut and is in fact something entirely different than what we saw in theaters is not new. But now the same naysayer websites that said it was never going to come out or it never existed at all are all of a sudden reporting all this stuff as if it's new information. I've seen sites talking about the reshoots or no reshoots. Okay, bottom line, reshoots are most likely not even necessary. The original rough cut was 5 hours long. The polished cut is 3.5 hours. They only need to bring in VFX and ADR if they plan to turn the 5-hour rough cut into a 6-episode series, because they would be taking even more footage from the original rough cut to add to the runtime. Which, by the way, WB and HBO Max, they would not be spending $20 to $30 million more to air such a controversial movie if they weren't at least hoping for more. They could have easily just played the film exactly how it is now, even without the VFX completed, and it still would have given the same amount of subscription boosts, okay? The simple fact is no company puts this kind of money into something unless they think there is a way to expand on the success, if there is any. Now, Humberto Gonzalez is saying this is a one and done thing. No new footage will be filmed and no expansion or anything. But he obviously has no knowledge of anything. Despite what he and others may say, new scenes are in fact still a possibility. Zack Snyder has always said the only scene he did not film that he wanted to was when Harry Lennox turns into Martian Manhunter. By the way, that doesn't mean Lennox was always Martian Manhunter. It could mean Manhunter took on his persona for access or something. But either way, Zack Snyder said he wanted this scene. And the evidence that they will actually shoot it is simple. Recently they had a contest for a Snyder Cut movie poster. In fact, here are my 2 submissions to the contest. But the winner of this contest received a golden ticket pass to watch the filming of the scene Zack Snyder is going to shoot for this new release. It's kind of silly to offer that award if shooting was never within the plan, right? If Zack Snyder's Justice League is presented as a series, then that means Justice League Part 2 could be Season 2, and the final film could be Season 3. That is only if the success warrants it. This could easily build an HBO Max universe separate from the theatrical universe, which would stay on its current course. Another clear indication that HBO Max may want more, or at least keeping the option open, is how they are interacting with people on social media. This recent AT&T response to a fairly simple question as to whether or not this will give us more Affleck as Batman in future films gives fans hope. This immediately counters Gonzalez's nonsense. And again, money always talks. Affleck said he's done with the character. But guess what? Money talks. And you know what else talks? Legacy. If this film is successful, this has the opportunity to make cinematic history. The fans demanded a return of the DCEU, and they got it. This streaming universe could be the new norm. If presented like that, Affleck may once again be enticed to return to the character, especially if there are certain guarantees, such as the studio cannot hack up Snyder's vision. But either way, Affleck is certainly getting into the PR of it all now, so who knows? Bottom line, beware of fake information. Beware of bandwagon hoppers. For over a year now, we've told the truth, and that was against the grain. Good or bad, we're going to continue to do so. But this Snyder Cut release has been in motion for a while now, and it seems only a few people saw the evidence. In fact, now people are jumping on news that Henry Cavill will return as Superman in Man of Steel 2 or in other films. I personally think that has been obvious for months. Why? Because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wants him to return. Johnson is a producer on Shazam, he's a producer on Shazam 2, and he's a producer on the upcoming Black Adam film. Johnson has made it clear he wants a fight between Black Adam and Cavill's Superman. And with Johnson's current clout level, what he wants he pretty much gets. He is the superstar right now and the producer, so of course he does. The first evidence that he's gonna get what he wants is that he met with Henry Cavill back in December 2019. And then suddenly, guess what the news was? WB wanted more of Cavill's Superman. Do the math. The fans in The Rock have spoken. We want the Snyder Cut, we want more Cavill as Superman, and we want Black Adam and Superman to have a showdown. While we're at it, I personally want to see a Mera and Wonder Woman showdown. Mera got her ass kicked in Flashpoint, but she did great in Blackest Night. Either way, it would be a fantastic scene in the films or on television. Speaking of Mera, since they may need to replace Amber Heard due to her legal issues, I have a suggestion. Most people seem to claim they want Emilia Clarke, but that's only because she worked with Momoa on Game of Thrones. I think a better choice all around is Blake Lively. She's a better actress, she's hotter, and she already worked with DC and WB on Green Lantern, and she's proven she can be a Type A character, and that's exactly what Mera is. Anyway, either way, for once, the future looks very, very bright for DC films. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for future content.